You know, one of the worst problems we have with any implement on the back of a tractor is what we call the third member. The third member usually is the last thing that you hook up when you're trying to hook up a box blade or a brush hog, plow, tiller, or anything you want to hook up. And they typically are the worst thing you can have. And you have to hook it to your tractor here, and then you have to hook it to your implement back here. And they're typically a screw jack that you have to try to work. And they're always either bent slightly or they're rusted up and they don't want to work. So normally you wind up getting a pipe wrench trying to make it work. If you have, I'll go ahead and put the Hydraulink on one end of it so you can see how easy this is. So I'm dropping all the pieces. We put one end onto the tractor, and you can see this doesn't work. It's just not close enough to ever even come close to hooking up anything. Normally what you do is you wind up getting a big pipe back here, trying to raise up one end, trying to get this piece to where it hits that piece, because this screw jack down here is so rusted up that there's no way you can ever make it hook up. We've got the Hydraulink hooked to the tractor, and you can see this hole, and these holes are not matching. Normally this is where I was talking about, where you'd be trying to unscrew the other one, try to put a pipe in here and try to hold it, or get another piece of pipe back here and try to move the implement. With Hydraulink, we just simply open the valve and we pull it out where we want it. Put the pin through there, and that is how you hook up Hydraulink. It's very simple. It can be taken off of this tractor and put on a different tractor in a 3-minute period with no tools. Hydraulink was primarily designed for easily hooking up your implements and adjusting the implements to the angle that you need to have to work on them. At this point, I'm going to have to show you, I'll start the tractor up and I'm going to show you how to change the angle on Hydraulink to make it work anywhere. If you have a bush hog, for example, on Hydraulink, on your tractor, and if it's cutting too short to the ground in the middle, it makes it cut real short on the middle, and the sides are high, and all it does is give you some swirls in the ground, and nobody likes that job. If you have a plow and you put it in the ground and it's set too deep, it tries to dig down deeper all the time. If you have it set too shallow, it tries to come up all the time. So you're constantly adjusting this third member on your tractor. Now, in order for us to use, say, this box blade or a bush hog or a plow or anything like this, we have to be able to set the level of intensity that we want. A plow, if you set the plow too deep, it wants to dive all the time. If you set it too shallow, it tries to come out of the ground. With Hydraulink, you set it according to the ground, and you never look back. If the tractor goes down a valley, it automatically raises up, and it keeps the furs running straight all the way through there. If it goes up over a bump, instead of coming out of the ground, it drops down automatically and takes care of it itself. So now we've eliminated the need for stopping and working yourself to death in the tractor all day. Plus, every time you hit a rock, anytime you do anything like that, it always jerks you inside the tractor and it's working hard on your tractor and or your implement. With Hydraulink, in this area, where I was showing you that movement a while ago, it's constantly moving at least a ½ inch all the time. That's not enough to throw it out, it's just enough to make it automatic. But now you don't get jerked around your tractor anymore, your tractor doesn't get jerked around. At the end of the day, you feel good. I'm going to start the tractor up, and now I'm going to show you how Hydraulink works. I'm going to make Hydraulink tilt forward, so we'll pretend that the ground level is off and we need to level it up something a little bit more forward. So I'll open it up, simply something like that. See how easy that was. I didn't get off the tractor. We also have adapters to go with these that work within inside cab tractors. Let's say on this one, we want the blade to go backwards because it's too cutting too aggressively in the ground. So all we do is open up the valve on a Hydraulink. You start tilling and you stop anywhere you want. Doing work with Hydraulink. It used to take us 4 and 5 hours. We're doing now in 45 minutes. You can use a smaller crew and less equipment because you can do so many different things with Hydraulink. There's 40, 50 different applications, different implements you can use for farming, industrial, or construction areas.